Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing alright. Everyone's going about their day nice and lovely, you know how it is. Today we're going to be doing another eat and run. In case you guys are still wondering, Tony, why the hell are we doing this? I am trying my hardest to get... Wow. She just blew up instantly. I am trying my hardest to get... What is it called? Missing poster? So I can die in a sacrifice room, and if I do that I unlock the loss. So we are essentially just kind of like, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of eat and runs. You guys are going to be seeing a whole bunch of Tony eat and runs while I try and get this whole thing, I guess, kind of figured out and whatnot. Anyways, besides that though, hope everyone's doing alright. I myself, I'm doing pretty okay, pretty chill, you know, just going about my day, nice and lovely or whatever. Work. I am currently recording on my lunch break, as has become kind of the Tony standard. But you know, it is what it is. If I don't end up finishing the recording on my lunch break, usually what I do is I kind of end up just recording on what's it called? Can I grab? Nope. I usually kind of just end up recording on after work. Let's grab that, why not? So it's nothing too crazy, nothing too insane or whatever. I can usually get like at least a solid 80% of a recording done during the 30 minutes, you know. It's whatever. Hope everyone's doing all right. Wow, 2 bombs. That's kind of crazy. 3 troll bombs in total in the room. That's a little bit of some devious, like, fuck you. I'm not gonna lie. I think the game hates me. Okay, how is Tony gonna do this? I hate these guys because they are annoyingly fast. I mean, you can see it, bro. They move too damn quick for my eyes, low key. I got bad eyes. You guys don't need me to tell you. I've talked about my glasses and stuff like that. Oh, I got my glasses in. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that yet, but yeah, I did get my glasses in. They are very nice. I love them greatly. It is what it is. Although, you know, look, man, anyone else own glasses? My voice cracked kind of bad. Anyone else own glasses? Because on mine, I got like this anti-reflective material, you know, whatever. The whole thing is it's like, it's to help me with the glare when I drive at night, so I'm not blind, totally blind when I'm driving at night because of the fact that I have astigmatism. And my glasses came with like this anti-reflective coating thing or whatever, and I think it's pretty cool. I'm like, man, this is sick. I love this. Only downside kind of comes from the fact that like it just doesn't, not that it doesn't work, but like something's up with it, man, you know? I don't really know how to describe it, but it's like I have to constantly wash my glasses, bro, because if my I remember like they got like a little like cloudy kind of, I don't really know how to describe it. So I was like, oh, how do I clean glasses with the anti-reflective material? And it's like, oh, what you want to do is you want to just like rinse them in warm water and have a non-lotion based soap, non-lotion based like dish soap, so you can just like, you know, clean the shit. And it works, trust me. Like that method works. It makes it like spotless. But if I leave my glasses out to like the elements kind of, and by the elements I mean like the ambiance that just is my room, if I leave my glasses out for some reason, they get like super cloudy looking and it kind of looks really bad, you know? If I'm gonna be honest, it kind of looks really bad. And a part of me is like, something don't feel right about this, you know? Something doesn't feel right about this. Like, why do my glasses do this all the time? One, it's mad fucking annoying. 2, it's like, you know, it just kind of feels like it's always dirty to a degree, you know what I mean? A part of me is like, dude, am I tripping, or does it feel like my glasses are like always dirty? Is there something up with that, or is that like a me thing? I'm not sure. So I just ended up like, you know, whatever. I still rock the glasses. I'm just rocking them, you know, on a daily basis now. But it just sucks because I kind of feel like I have to either A, remember to take off my glasses, put them back in like the case, and then leave them there, which kind of sucks personally. What I used to do when I had glasses when I was younger, I don't know, maybe other people do this. Maybe this isn't a Tony thing. Maybe this is a real thing. But usually, I would assume this is a real thing. I would just leave my glasses like out of their case. You know what I mean? Like I would just have my glasses like resting on my nightstand out of their case, and then I'd be able to, you know, put them on my face when I woke up the next morning. However, I can't really do that because of the fact that if I leave them on my nightstand and then the next morning I put them on, they might be like slightly cloudier than they were the day before, and then give it another day. You know, if I do the same routine, that shit's damn near like almost not unusable, but it's like it's very noticeable. Like the vision is worse in the in the lenses due to this. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm just kind of like, what's the point? You know, this kind of fucking sucks. I was like, dude, this blows. You know, I was hoping to get the anti-reflective material to like help me see better at night, you know, help me drive in the nighttime better and not have to worry about anything like crazy. But instead it kind of feels like it was, I don't want to say it was a mistake, because the anti-reflective material thing like is nice, you know, if I'm being honest, it is nice to have. But a part of me low-key does kind of feel like, damn, why did I get that shit? It just makes maintenance of my glasses more annoying than I thought. And like I tried to use like the like my mom went to Costco and she got the freaking like the pack of the glasses cleaning thing, where it's like literally just a small pack of like 4 sprays and microfiber cloths that you can use to clean your glasses. And for normal glasses, I feel like it would be really good. But like when I use it on my glasses, it just don't work, man. Like it like I'm just wiping the cloud around, you know? I'm wiping the coating around. And it's like, wow, this sucks. The only way to like reset the coating or whatever is to wash it with fucking water and soap. And you know, a part of me is kind of like, this low-key sucks, man. You know, I don't want to have to deal with like any BS maintenance for my glasses. I'd rather just wear my glasses and they fucking work. You know, it just kind of, once again, I need my glasses to see. So at this point, I'm just complaining about my life or whatever, but it's nothing crazy. Like I still need my glasses to see well, so I'm still gonna fucking wear them. But it just sucks that it's like an extra step I have to do. You know what I mean? You guys picking up what I'm putting down, or is Tony kind of like lost on this? Once again, maybe you guys might know. Like, you know, maybe you guys might understand where I'm coming from with this. You feel me? Do you all be having this shit happen to you too? Because this happens to me now, and I'm just like, fuck, this sucks. This sucks. I don't like it. I hate it, personally. I absolutely hate it. I'd rather just have my glasses work fine off rip. You feel me, bro? But neither here nor there. Why is there a little horn? Watch this. Easy money. Oh, synthol. 2/3 spun as well. Come on, man.
I'm excited.
Dude, that's one of the worst pills. Genuinely one of the worst pills I think to ever grab in Isaac history. That shit, I'm about to slime myself out. you know? You feel me? But whatever. Let's just go. Let's just go. Man, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I'm just complaining about nothing regarding the glasses. It kind of sucks, but I mean, I can see now, which is nice. Very useful, especially for something like driving or whatever. I guess the only downside, not the only downside, who knows, maybe I might understand why. I don't know. Isn't like your hair can like mess with your glasses or some shit? I don't know, man. Because if we're talking like just Tony wise, you know, Tony, what's up with you? How are you doing, bro? I need to get a haircut, you know? That's for damn sure. Oh, Book of Virtues is really, really nice. Book of Secrets. Everything else is not necessarily required. Also, I don't want to waste the stuff to get everything else, so we'll just 4.5 volt our way through this. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, that is very nice. Oh, decisions. I mean, yeah. I need to get a freaking haircut, bro. Shit is annoying as hell. I honestly wish I could have my longer hair. Tony, you can have your longer hair, right? You know, it's your choice. Yeah, it is my choice, but like the downside, at least for me personally, this is to go back to an older Tony topic. You know, some of y'all might remember this, but like me personally, I don't know how to style myself for shit. You feel me? If we're talking dressing, no idea how to like style my clothes or, you know, shit like that. I don't have like a style on my collar. Who knows? I might have a style. I don't know the name for it, you know, blank core or whatever. But then you also got my hair. This is where Tony's hair comes into the equation here. In that bro doesn't know how to like style his own hair. You feel me? Honestly, my whole life I've just gone to a salon and then just my mom would just tell the people how to cut my hair. Me now, I'm lost. I'm fucking lost, bro. Growing up is hard. You know what I mean? Is it really? To me, I'll say to me, this growing up shit is a little hard, a little annoying. Tony, you're just complaining about like literally nothing, you know. Oh, bro doesn't know how to style his hair. Bro thinks life ain't all cookies and cream, little fella, you know, type shit. And it's like, hey man, you know, I don't know what to tell you, bro. That's true. I'm coming from a place of realness here. In my opinion, like, not even in my opinion, I am, because that's how I really feel. Is that I think growing up is a little fucking hard, bro. It sucks. Now, I'm not, you know, the world's youngest person. I'm not old either, by any stretch of the word. No offense. I feel like my brother has spoiled me on this, but like I'm always afraid to say anything is old or whatever, or like call something old or something like that, because my brother always be in like that negative zone where like he's talking about how he's old, and it's like, bro, you're only like 11 years older than me and I'm not that old. So if I'm not that old and you're like, you know, 10 years older than me, you're not that old. Like no offense to my parents, our parents are old, you know? And even then, I wouldn't really say that. They're older, but I wouldn't say old. But I don't know what it is, man, you know? Is it like when you reach a certain age type of shit or something, or what's good? Where like you just get that mindset, that like I'm old mindset, you feel me? Like you will be a 23-year-old on the internet, you know, me, and I'll learn like some fact or something like that. You know what I mean? I'll learn something that makes me feel old. Like, okay, all right, I got the perfect thing. The perfect fact that made me feel old. Tony manages to turn another Isaac episode to talk about CoD Zombies. How does he do it? It's just his special interest, bro. If we're talking my special interest, I know exactly how to formulate the conversation to go that way. But in Call of Duty Zombies, the last time double tap was in a video game was Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was the last game to have double tap. Black Ops 3 came out in 2015 with, I believe, its DLC, Zombies Chronicles. If I don't know, I wouldn't count Zombies Chronicles as like having the shit, but Black Ops 3, which was the last game to have, what's it called? Son of a bitch. I need more money. Black Ops 3, which was the last game to have double tap, came out 2015. Call of Duty World at War, the first game to have double tap, came out 2008. I think we have decided 2008. So, from 2008 to 2015, that is 7 years, correct? It has been 7 years. 2008 to 2015. Yeah, that's 7 years. So 2008 to 2015 is 7 years. Double tap has been in Call of Duty Zombies for 7 years. Then comes Black Ops 4. It is removed, and it has never been added since. Black Ops 4 comes out 2017, I believe. Or is it 2018? Regardless, it has just recently been re-added into Zombies this year, in the year 2025. So, to say this, what I'm about to say is a true statement. Zombies has had double tap gone from it longer than it was in it. You know what I mean? Double tap has been gone from CoD Zombies longer than it has been in CoD Zombies. Which is a crazy statement, because double tap's lifespan was essentially 2008 to 2015. Time since double tap has been gone has been 2015 to 2025. Or, you know, if you want to argue semantics, maybe not 2015, maybe 2017, which is still 8 years. Let me check if I'm even right. Let me check if I'm even right. BO4 release 2018. So if you want to go since last time it's been in a game, it has been 2015. If you want to go off of last time, when the first game to not have it was, is 2018. Either way, 2018 to 2015 is 7 years. You know what I mean? It's 7 years, in which case it's been equal, if not maybe a little longer. But if we're going off of when it was last in game, which was 2015, then the shit is way longer. 17 minutes. I can see what's up in here. Nice. Now, I'm gonna be real with you, Tony. Why are we doing boss rush here? I don't know. All right, why are we fighting the angels? I don't know. I want to do boss rush, truth be told. Now, I guess I should clarify. I don't want to do boss rush. However, I haven't done boss rush yet. So it needs to get done. That's more like the wording I should be using here, because that's kind of how it is. I don't necessarily want to do boss rush, but we haven't done it on this character, so let's get it out the way. You feel me? But yeah, crazy lore drop there. Crazy time drop? I don't know how to describe it. But there's some news for all my Call of Duty Zombies fans. Is that yes, it has been out of the game longer than it has been in the game, which is a crazy thought to have. But you know, you hear something like that and you kind of get a little, you start to age up. You know what I mean? You guys picking up what I'm putting down? In case you guys forgot, that was the topic to begin with. That was the original topic. Was you hear something like that and you kind of just like age up. Like, I remember describing that to my friend, talking to my friend about like, wow, dude, I can't believe it's actually like double tap has been out of the game longer than it's been in the game. And my friend was like, what are you talking about? And I had to like explain it to him. And when I explained it to him, it kind of like actually truly hit me. You know what I mean? It like really truthfully hit me. And I was like, wow, that made me feel ancient. I'm not even old, you know? But it's like, just hearing that little bit of news just made me feel old. And I didn't know how to take it, bro. I'm gonna be dead ass with you. I didn't know how to take it. Part of me was just like, damn. That's kind of crazy. You feel me? But yeah, you know, fun facts for you guys. And also, I guess on the discussion of like being old or whatever. Once again, there's nothing wrong with being old, by the way. I feel like, low-key, you know, me personally, if we're going off, Tony, how are you feeling? I low-key can't wait to be a little bit older. You feel me? If life, you know, goes right or whatever, I would love to be like this 65-year-old unemployed dude, just kind of living the rest of my life. However, you know, just kind of chilling, living life while I hopefully own a home and get to just kind of, you know, all I'm gonna say is when I'm like a 65-year-old old dude just in my retirement phase, just kind of funking around playing shit, you gonna see my ass on the game damn near daily, bro. Tony out here about to be making like the Binding of Isaac Repentance Plus episode fucking 40,000. You're gonna be catching my ass playing Roller Coaster Tycoon all day, every day, because that's all life is truly about. Life isn't about making connections or, you know, experiencing happiness or sadness, the traumas and the joys of life. Life is all about playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 and killing motherfuckers with your death traps that you make, or making that shmoolah in RCT2. You know what I mean? You guys might be thinking, Tony, you're fucking insane. You know what, bro? You know what I gotta say to that, man? Y'all just ain't tapped in like me. Y'all not tapped into the game like me, bro. I remember I used to literally, during summer vacation, it was one time in high school, my stupid ass didn't complete all of my required shit, so I had to go to summer school. I know, I'm a dumbass. I had to go to summer school. So I went to summer school, and I remember like summer school starts later than normal. It's like 9:30 or some shit like that. Instead of starting at 8, it starts at like 10 or something like that, actually. But my dad had to go to work at 8, so my dad would essentially just drop me off at my aunt's, my grandma's place, and then my grandma would take me to school, like once the time came. So what would happen is during those like couple hours where I'm not doing anything, I'm literally just like kind of chilling at my grandma's place, I would hop on my uncle's computer with his permission. Hop on my uncle's computer and my ass would just be playing Roller Coaster Tycoon for like like 2 hours each day. Because since my dad worked at 8, started work at 8, he would drop me off at my grandma's at like 7 a.m. From 7 a.m. to like 9:30 would essentially just be me waiting until school started. So my ass would just be hopping on Roller Coaster Tycoon playing hours upon hours every day. Now I will say it was slightly short-lived because I mean, I don't know, you know? I don't necessarily think I was one of those like gifted students or whatever, you know what I mean? Where it's like the teacher would like call you a special student because you were slightly ahead. You developed a little earlier than most at your age and then you proceeded to do nothing with your life type of shit. I wouldn't call myself one of those kinds of kids. I would think I'm a regular kid. I think I just kind of fucked around a lot. And I think I definitely was too big of a fan of video games for my own good. If you catch my drift. I think I liked video games a little too much for my own good. And it has brought me some downfall. Oh, give me a second, actually. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'm not this troubled genius kid who no one understands, no one gets me. I'm actually secretly like the smartest human being on planet Earth. No, I think I just liked video games a little too much. I got a little addicted to them, one might say. You feel me? I think me personally, I just got a little too into video games. And that was the start of the Tony downfall. Because anytime, instead of doing any of my homework or whatever, my ass would just be... my ass would be on the game. Playing either Destiny or some other bullshit. You feel me? Mainly Destiny. At that point in my life, I think it'd mainly be Destiny. I was easily way too into Destiny for my own good. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is. That's the Tony kind of deal. So it was only short-lived because as soon as I went into like actual, what's the word I'm thinking of? Actual, like summer school. It was essentially, literally, honestly, I don't know what I thought summer school would be. I thought it would be like, you know, the teacher teaches you some shit and kind of just like regular school, but it's actually just not. At least the one I went to for that, or maybe just my class, it literally wasn't that at all. For me, summer school was quite literally you just you got a laptop, like a school laptop, a Chromebook or whatever, and you pulled up this like one website that had a lesson plan, and it was like, here's the lesson plan. Okay, this one, I'm not doxing myself or anything here. You guys ever take like them work exams, you know, where it's like your job is like, oh, you have training due, log on to this website and then like do your training, and it's literally like, oh, it's like 45-minute lesson, and then at the end there's an assessment. It was quite literally just that, but for like, you know, I think it was, it was some math shit. I think it was trig or something like that. No, it definitely could not have been trig, because I'm actually solid at that. Whatever. I genuinely forgot what it was. It was something math related. Might have been geometry or some shit like that. I mean, I just didn't pay attention too much in class, and I never did my homework. But anyways, it was some math thing. I literally just hopped on that shit every single day, damn near speed ran everything, and I think I literally only spent like at max 2.5 weeks in summer school. If I'm correct, I think summer school is kind of like a your own pace thing, but I believe you're usually supposed to kind of be out in like a month and a half or something. I cut my time down way shorter by literally just doing everything on that like school program. I would answer all the questions. I'd get those assessments done mad quick. As soon as the assessment was over, I'm like, all right, hop off of this, on to the next lesson. And I knocked out the program like it was nothing, bro. Like genuinely like it was nothing. And yeah, I literally told the teacher like, because it wasn't really like a teacher. It was like just kind of, it was a teacher, but they didn't teach, you know. They were kind of like mainly there for just like to supervise, just to make sure you're like not being disruptive in class or whatever. And I would literally just have my headphones in, just blasting through the entirety of that summer school course. And I remember too, I would have my headphones in, I'd be listening to Denzel Curry. My goat, one might say. But yeah, like I think I genuinely, I'm not even playing. I think my ass genuinely blasted through that in like, I don't even know. I couldn't tell you. It was quick. That's all I gotta say. It was quick. 2.5 weeks, I want to say. And I told the teacher, I was like, I finished everything. He was like, okay, move on to the next lesson. I'm like, no, I'm like I'm done. Like, you want to take a look? And he's like, oh, you're done. Okay, well, you're free. He didn't say you're free, but like, you know, like I showed the teacher, I'm like, hey, look, I finished everything. All the coursework is done. Like, what do I do now? And he's like, okay, well, for right now, you can just kind of like stay in your seat. And then you're free to leave whenever like someone comes to pick you up. So I just hit up my grandma and I was like, hey, I'm done with school now. Can you pick me up? Like, yeah, sure. And she comes over and she's like, what happened, you know? And I was like, I just finished, you know, I'm done. And so for the rest of my summer, I just did the thing every student, every summer kid should be doing, and that is staying home, no-lifing Destiny for, you know, like with some 1,400 hours of your life. Just kidding. I don't have 1,400 hours on Destiny. I have too much more than that to be comfortable speaking it into existence. You've watched like my first episode. Literally dead ass, watch my first episode. You want to know how much hours I have on Destiny? There you go. It's too much. I'm embarrassed of it. Please don't laugh. But I mean, I think that's it. I think that's the end of the run. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, it's the end of the run. It's too late for me to get missing poster, and I unlocked undefined. So I guess we got one thing done. Anyways, that's my life. Want to thank y'all for watching. If you guys did enjoy, greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on the time you're viewing this. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.